I miss you guys all so much. I was just thinking to myself, what time is it? 12:41. We would have dumped our lunch trays by now, and I would be reading you the one and only Ivan book. So I thought we're going to do that right now. So I'm going to pick up right where we left off, and every day I'll post a video of me reading the one and only Ivan book. So if you remember, Ruby and Stella are in the cage together, and Ruby's asking a ton of questions to Ivan, and Ivan's getting really frustrated with it, and she just wants her to stop. Okay, so I'm going to start reading. Ivan, Bob, I blink. The dawn sky is a smudge of gray, flecked with pink like a picture drawn with two crayons. I can just make out Ruby in the shadows, waving hello with her trunk. Are you awake? Ruby asks. We are now, says Bob. And Stella's still asleep, and I don't want to wake her because she said her foot was hurting, but I'm really, Ruby pauses for a breath, really bored. Bob opens an eye. You know what I do when I'm bored? What? Ruby asks eagerly. Bob closes his eye. I sleep. It's a little early, Ruby, I say. I'm used to getting up early. Ruby wraps her trunk around one of the bars on her door. At my old circus, we always got up when it was still dark, and then we had breakfast and we walked in a circle. And then they chained up my feet, and that really hurt. Ruby falls silent. Instantly, Bob is snoring. Ivan, Ruby asks, do you know any jokes? I especially like the jokes about elephants. Well, let me see. I heard Mac tell one once. I yawn. How can you tell that an elephant has been in the refrigerator? How? By the footprints in the butter. Ruby doesn't react. I sit up on my elbows, trying not to disturb Bob. Get it? What's a refrigerator? Ruby asks. It's a human thing, a cold box with a door. They put food inside. They put food inside the door? Or food in the box? And is it a big box? Ruby asks. Or a little box? I can see this is going to take a while, so I sit all the way up and Bob slides off grumbling. I reach for my pencil, the one I snapped in half with my teeth. Here, I say, I will draw you a picture of one. In the dim light, it takes me a minute to find a piece of paper Julia gave me. The page is a little damp and has a smear of something orange on it. I think it's from a tangerine. I try my best to make a refrigerator. The broken pencil is not cooperating, but I do what I can. By the time I'm done, the first streaks of morning sun have appeared in the flashy cartoon colors. I hold up my picture for Ruby to see. She studies it intently. Her head turns so that one black eye is trained on my drawing. Wow, you made this? Is that little thing you were telling me about before? Is this art? Sure is. I can draw all kinds of things. I'm especially good at fruit. Could you draw me a banana right now? Ruby asks. Absolutely. I turn over the paper and I sketch. Wow, Ruby says again in an odd voice when I hold up the page. It looks good enough to eat. She makes me happy. Living sound, an elephant laugh. It's like the song of a bird I recall from a long ago. A tiny yellow bird with a voice like dancing water. Strange. I'd forgotten all about that bird. How she'd wake me up every morning at dawn when I was still curled safely in my mother's nest. It's a good feeling, making Ruby laugh. So I draw another picture and another. Along the edges of paper, an orange, a candy bar, a carrot. What are you up to? Stella asks, moaning as she tries to move her sore foot. How are you this morning? I ask. Just feeling my age, Stella says. I'm fine. Ivan is making me pictures, Ruby says, and he told me a joke. I really like Ivan, Aunt Stella. Stella winks at me. Me too, she says. Ivan, want to hear my favorite joke? Ruby asks. I heard it from Maggie. She was one of the old giraffes in my circus. Sure, I say. It goes like this. Ruby clears her throat. What do elephants have that nothing else has? Trunks, I think, but I don't answer because I don't want to ruin Ruby's fun. I don't know. Ruby, I reply, what do elephants have that nobody else has? Baby elephants, Ruby says. Good one, Ruby, I say, watching Stella stroke Ruby's back with her trunk. Good one, Stella says softly. All right, guys, that's it for today. Tomorrow, I'll read you another chapter or two. And if you want to take a challenge like Ivan and draw me something, I'd love to see it. All right, bye, guys.